Today's February 21st, and I wanted to just document this. Normally I'll type out what I'm seeing, like, over a picture, so that the picture's imprinted time date stamp will verify the date. But I believe this video will also have a detail of the date to show digitally that it's February 21st, 2022. Recently had several visions about the war, and it's weird how this works. I don't always understand it, and I still struggle with telling anybody. Some of them don't seem like they really matter. Some of them seem like it's almost just like another way that I'm feeling connected with God intimately, like personally, on a personal level. And then other times I don't understand. There's things that I'll see, kind of like I didn't understand why would farmers use tractors to go after army tanks and stuff. None of that made any sense to me when God first gave that to me about their Ukraine war. But each time those things are verified, and then I am sent a video of a farmer hooking up a chain to a army tank and dragging it down the road with the Russian soldiers chasing behind him, as farmers are confiscating their military equipment. It was kind of humbling to see those things when I felt so stupid typing those words down that I saw tractors being used as anti-war machines and farm equipment and different things like helicopters or drones and boats, whatever. Personal items were being flipped and used in the Ukraine war to try to protect their country and their people. But it's hard to even utter these words. In one of the visions, God showed me the threat of biochemical warfare. Not just, originally I thought it was like coronavirus, but it was worse. That Russia has the potential, the possible plan to release chemical warfare on Ukraine's people. God, I hope it doesn't happen. But where innocent women and children and elderly would have this almost like an acid on skin effect, fogged in the air or sprayed from drones or planes, and it drops down on the country. I hope it doesn't come true. But in that vision I saw, and honestly, and I know there's a lot of naysayers, there's a lot of doubting Thomas out there, that I know everybody else has internet and does all their searches and knows a lot of facts. I don't even go and look and check out populations and numbers and things even after God gives me a vision, because it doesn't matter to me. I know what God's showing me. I'm trying to understand why He's showing me these things. I don't even know if there's 3 million people in Ukraine. I don't know how big it is. But I kept seeing the number 3 million people, refugees, leaving the country like in a long, long line with tents set up and volunteers. And there was a border. I don't know what border they're crossing. I don't even know what's right around it. But I almost would assume Poland. And I may look totally stupid if Poland's not connected to Ukraine, but I think it's close by there. But it almost looked like Poland was a place refugees were rushing into. And I just saw like this huge line, people that have gone without food and water and without shelter for days, riding trains or walking or whatever, all lining up. And I saw all these long tents where people were getting food and water and getting to sit down and rest in like a in-between station, not knowing where to go, not knowing anything, but they had to flee. They had to get out of there. But I literally saw the number like 3 million. And that, I'm not saying that's the exact number. I'm just saying when God shows me these things, it shows me how big of an issue it is. That in the beginning we were even wondering, is this war real, or is it a staged event for some political game? But when God showed me this 3 million refugees, like literally running for their lives, it made me realize this is serious. It's bad. If it hasn't gotten bad yet, it's going to. And just like when I first had that video sent to me of a farmer dragging army tanks, and now evidently it's happening left and right. Like, I've had 3 different videos of 3 different times tractors were used to drag army tanks away from the Russians. And that was all part of a vision God showed me a while back. I don't understand it all, but I sure know that we need to be praying for the innocent. We need to be praying for the power of God to unleash on these evil-minded people that would harm innocent women and children. I've seen missiles literally attack apartment buildings, or big, like, it seemed like an apartment building to me, or like a living quarters, or like, I don't think it was a hospital, but it just was a tall building with a lot of windows, a lot of residences. And even though some people had already been able to flee from that building, there were still people inside when it got hit in my vision. But when I saw the chemical agents in that vision, it just made my heart sink. My gut just clenched. I pray that it doesn't happen. I pray that it's not one of those visions that come true. But at least I know how to pray, because I saw that this is a potential plan, and that the technology or supply or whatever is existing to the point where it could happen. It could be a military tactic that we see coming before long, if God doesn't intervene. I don't understand it, but I'm going to keep praying and believing God's got a plan. I love y'all.